That's all right. How's if it fixes my problem, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing, and it will fix. It will fix.
And I got a new joystick out of it too, and it's quite good. I quite like it.
今回のイベントは初参加。ガンパイロット氏に誘われたのですが、彼のハンドメイドのランディングチャレンジ。とても面白いイベントとなってます。早速、最初の着陸地点が近いのですが、
And as you most of you witnessed, we went to do a repair that Houses sent me through, and thank you, Houses. I do appreciate that. It went totally knocked me out of the sim. And that's what's called, oh, jeez. Hang on, let me just.
I better pay attention here.
Yeah, you pay attention.
So we're just downwind of beams. I'm slowing down, putting flaps. My first stage of flap out.
右前のトルスト石がダウンウィンドだと言ってます。左にあるようです。
The runway itself is at about 6,200, the threshold, so I'm about 600 feet above that at the moment.
I like the livery in your plane, Tolstoy.
Yeah, well, that's my favorite. So I figured if there's going to be a lot of filming action going on, I might as well choose that one, even though we're nowhere near an ocean. Okay, I better. I definitely going to want to slow down a bit. I might be a bit on the high side, but hey, it's a challenge. So I'll slide slip a little bit. Yeah, I'll aim for about no more than 60, maybe even less over the threshold.
Now that looks a great approach, Tolstoy.
A bit fast, but it's okay. Okay, is my gear down? Yeah.
滑走路なのか、道なのか。
Get in first, eh?
Yeah, you can see how sensitive my elevators. Anyway.
Oh, this is gonna be butter.
So I'll just keep a bit of speed up.
Oh.
I added a fair bit of power, just a lip, so it's kind of slow.
I'm sitting here in the co-pilot seat having a cup of coffee and I didn't even spill a drop.
I wish I was in the co-pilot seat.
Well, actually, I got to tell you, it's quite enjoyable and relaxing. I mean, I wish I was flying it with you, but it is quite enjoyable just sitting here and letting Tolly do the flying and me just watch how good he's going.
Watching the carnage.
I've kind of lost track of where I was going. I wanted to just do some filming.
If this was one of Bullhorn's crash challenges, the team would be zeros. We have no black points against us at all.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
That was cool.
I'm gonna have to go first.
Yeah, that's right. You're allowed to. By the way, guys, on these strips, some of them are so tight. There's no etiquette here. You'll park on top of each other. You'll go through each other. That's fine. Nice one, Tolly.
Oh wow! Look at that nice line of airplanes ahead of me.
Okay, now the next, I'll take us through the next one. The next one we're going to, in fact, I'll full screen that.
And if you tell me the heading, I find it.
次もすぐそこなんだが。
Every time you take off, basically, fly east, and you'll be heading in the general direction.
This waypoint is not a registered airport, so there will be no name tag that pops up for this one.
Okay.
I am only a mile away. You may have gone past it. In fact, I have to start looking for it. Oh shoot! I've just gone.
There it is.
So
on your right
underneath
wing.
my right wing. Yeah. So anyone looking? Oh shoot! There. I'm just over top of it, and so I'm going to circle back and do a 270. And I'm sorry.
あれか?
And come in and land.
And your runway approach is 1-2.
Okay.
That's what I get for following Tolstoy. I overshot it too.
I can sit in the
今
right
回
hand
は
seat
パ
all
ッ
the
チ後
way
の
through
影
the
響
flight.
か
As long as I got the
FPS が
land,
低い
that's
で
fine.
す。次の週は問題なかったです。
your tailplane merges in with the jungle, Tolly.
Kind of. Yeah, maybe I should have picked something else, but that's okay.
500.
I
No,
like
no,
it
that's
though.
fine. By the way, guys, is anybody else videoing this flight?
Yes, I am.
Howsy, when you get a chance, would you be able to flick that to me? Because I'll put a fun video together. I happen to do that now and again.
Was just as well I ran out of button anyway.
And some of them will be full stops that you don't mean to do. Yep. Now my
カ
coffee's
ク
still
カク
alright.
しているのは、撮影時の不調です。
I'm not gonna critique every single one of my landings. I'm just not used to watching people. I'm not used to having people watch me.
You're doing great.
Just my brakes just will not hold.
Yeah.
I should have
And
just
these-
taken off.
And yeah, these strips are so small and narrow that you're not being rude by going through other people and landing on top and parking on top. It can't be helped.
Yeah. I just wanted to get some good action in my.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the
次
triangle,
は
I'm not
右
quite
前
there
の白
yet.
いところかと思いきや、
Something miles.
Okay, doke. My bad.
No, it's okay.
I've been demoted to cabin crew.
It's not the white patch, is it? No.
No. Remember, there's two strips. You take the right-hand one.
Ah, okay.
Sugar,
No.
is it called Sugapar?
Yeah. See, yes, you're not landing there. See
Oh, wait a
below
minute.
you. See below you. See that big sort of bald hill down lower, sloping up.
Yeah.
It's above that. It's above that. I can see them
Okay.
now.
Yeah,
I can
I
see
see them.
them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's the right-hand one, right out my window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this one here, guys, you want to aim for probably a good 60 knots because you need to have elevator authority when you're in the flare. You're going to be able to pull up, otherwise you'll plant the nose. And aim for. You'll see Tolly. He's going to aim for about halfway up. Don't aim the bottom part of it because then it's too steep.
Yeah. And this is the steep one where we need some power for the flare, right?
Yes, need some power for the flare, but then you want to start worrying as you're getting up towards the top of the trees, worrying about some brakes as well.
Yeah.
Good approach, Tolly. And at the top, you sort of try and turn up to the right a
え
bit at the
そ
top.
こ
Oh,
I
that's
didn't.
lovely.
Not really.
I can't see what.
That's the best. Where'd I
That's
end
right.
up?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, we
That's
lost
right.
you in the trees.
Yeah. See, I'm
I
spinning.
came south, I guess.
I'm spinning some leaves out of my teeth. That's all right.
I can't see where I am.
Is
Everybody's
that
gonna
the
have.
one with the story? Where
Oh, I
you
did
wanted
put
to tell us
I
a
only
story?
barely went into the trees.
Yeah. Oh,
500.
somebody
Oh,
nosed
that-
over.
Stall.
That was
Yeah.
me.
Stall.
Yeah, I saw that.
I need to try to get my airplane out so I can.
跳ねた。
Shift P. Shift P will do it.
I pulled up, but then had I think maybe a bit too much speed.
It's my speed. All right. Maybe revise that to 60 knots then. Here
I
comes-
may even, if you
Oh,
look,
that's
if you
nice.
look
ブレー
off
キ
the
がつか
page,
ず、
I
落ちて
may
い
have
きたい
the。60.
Yeah. Who landed then? He did well. He stopped it on the dime.
Yeah.
On hell of a bounce from me.
Yeah. But you're in. That's the main thing.
At least you're upside.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a steep one.
Incredible that this is a real world strip, isn't it? It's so challenging.
No, this one's not. This is not a real world.
It's
one.
not a real world one, this one.
The real world one's only about 500 meters to your
Oh,
left.
it's the one that was signposted before.
Yeah, sugar power.
I was going to say you'd have to have a bit of a death wish as a
Yeah.
pilot to want to land here in real life.
Well, the Cub looks good. The Cub's coming in nice.
Oh, nice
Very
one,
nice.
Ozzy.
Yeah, very nice. All right, we've got 3 left. I can see.
Yeah, we have RC, Gummer Burley, and Jump Hog, and maybe Captain Carl will come try again.
Okay. And the rest of you, maybe you want to get yourself turned around with your parking brakes on and spool up so you can get out.
That sounds like a plan.
I mean, I can't.
Got wheels on it that couldn't stop.
Yeah, I said this is I put it as 405, but I'll have to rejig it to make it 505 for the Sunday rerun for American and Canadians.
That's pretty good, Jump Hog.
It was.
I just can't see that just trees and death.
Well,
The takeoff is nice.
Yeah, the takeoff you almost float out.
I don't often take off out of the, I should say fly out of the third person view.
It's enjoyable. See, this is natural for me.
Oops, that's too much.
Okay, guys, we're overflying Sugar Palm. We're not landing there. The next one, this is technically in the sim, I'd say, is harder to land than Bugalago. The first one.
Oh yes, this is the overfly. I mean the, so we bypassed Sugar Papa, but then what it meant was, yes, hit a Deepa. We fly over top of it and come in around and land the opposite direction.
Okay.
It's waypoint 3.
正面のどこかですが、逆からの着陸指示です。ここじゃなさそう。
I need to take a look to see how far back I am. I may not give myself enough room, but hey, if I didn't, it'll be more challenging.
Yeah, and you know to side slip it.
Yeah, and it's a left side clip will be natural. It'll be natural to do because that's the direction you're turning anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll fly down, and you're basically flying where Tolly is along the right-hand bank of the river, and you will not see the runway until it's right on your left wing. There's a gap in the trees, and you just got to do a hard dart left.
I think I went out too far, but yeah.
500.
You're looking good. Just get ready to stand on the brakes. Yeah, that plane in below you is probably a little bit better approach. Just a bit lower.
Yeah.
No, you're fine now, mate. You're fine now. And you'll see, yep, there's the gap. And you're going to need your parking brakes as well, I think, Tolly.
$500.
Oh, lovely.
But
さっきのところか。
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. There's a number of real life, caravan landings in there on YouTube. You just go on YouTube and put hit a dipper.
We've got 2 planes to go. Yeah.
All right. We'll wait for those. Is anybody here flying who doesn't normally have... Oh, who was that?
Jump
Hog jumped.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty.
UAV mapper, what are you flying? Plane that's not
That's also kind of a...
Yes, that's the Caravan, but with the 2CR livery.
All right, guys, you've probably got the. Let me have a look. Yeah, you've probably got the hardest ones out of the way. We still have 2 red ones to go, but I would in fact say those last two landings are probably the hardest of the whole trip. I finally found one. Then it wasn't a joystick anyway. By the way, how am I going, Howsy? Let me have a look at this update.
Yeah. How far are you?
20 gig of 106.
Ah, okay. Getting there.
Yeah, so it's Christmas.
You will get it before Christmas man comes.
Yeah, as long as it's loaded for Sunday's rerun of this, it'll be alright. Anybody who wants to come on Sunday, you're more than welcome to come again.
I'm gonna try.
I'm just appreciative that you're here today, Tolstoy, otherwise it would have been a lot harder.
Oh, well, my pleasure. I mean, I was counting on being here.
But how's it? I know just the runway for you. Right, our next landing, everybody, is WP4 land. Again, another unregistered strip. It's grass. You'll approach on 20. And it's uphill. There's a little village there. Only a couple of little huts. It's an uphill slope, but also it's got a camber going down the hill.
Sorry,
so again, you want to try and land with your nose sort of pointing up a bit if you can. Yeah, that's the one. It's easy to see.
Yeah.
次はどれだろう?
I'm just trying to move my wing. So, like, my wing is covering it. Well, my entire plane is covering it.
Yep,
that's
I can
under
see
the plane, right?
Yeah.
But what direction are you supposed to come in at?
I'll tell you there. My apologies. You're coming in here on no runway heading. Basically,
Okay.
you're coming in from the west.
Okay, sure. Yeah, whichever. We'll just make it work.
Yeah. You can't.
Yeah.
It's what I call
behind me there,
a
my
straight in
screen.
approach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight in
Okay.
approach on your track.
Alrighty.
But try and land a bit from the the ravine side going up the hill, and
Okay.
try and keep your nose pointed up the hill as you're coming to land across. You know what I mean?
I better watch where I'm flying.
And you'll be able to pull up fairly well here.
Alright, looks like RC Pilot's going in for the #1 landing.
Yep. He likes to be on the bleeding edge.
Yeah.
I used to always want to be on the leading edge, but I found out through life that the leading edge can quite often be the bleeding edge.
Bleeding edge.
Oh, I'm going round.
What happened, Jump?
Yeah, side split failure looked ugly.
Oh, go arounds are more than acceptable. That's a smart pilot's decision.
The camber destroys me.
Well, I'm going to come in at this angle. Looks like about 125 or 130. See how that works.
500.
So I'm using more of the uphill rather than the lateral terrain, which is longer, but probably more of a slant, I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah, you got the right approach. So you want to come in across the hill basically, but with your nose sort of, if you can, side slipping, so your left wing is along and your nose. Yeah, that's good. But maybe.
I'm going to just stop that segment, and just so I don't have hour-long segments, I'm doing them in pieces.
Okay, Jay.
Oh.
So you can just cut them down using a movie maker or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. But what you're doing does make it easy to handle.
I'm just going to blast off. I don't know where I'm going, but...
All right, you're going
around,
to
don't we?
Yeah, you turn off, and again you turn around and head east again.
I just took out a bit of a tree, that's all.
That's all right. Just on the undercarriage. I was watching.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is WP4 land. Again, this is an unregistered little village strip. It's grass, and you'll be landing heading 20. So
Yeah, I see it.
I'm at 5,500 on short final, so it's probably around the 53 or 52.
背中の物体はバグです。
Oh,
無視してください。
The field.
It's saying I'm 800 feet, but the ground is rising.
Sounds like self-raising flower.
Yeah.
Looks nice. It looks very nice.
Oh,
from
with
the
that,
top.
am I missing part of the runway? I
ここじゃないのか。
mean, though.
Yeah, it's a challenging strip.
Don't go too early to.
You could, while you're here, you could just go into developer and. Yeah, that's.
再起動してみましたが、FPS 低下も、背中の物体も治りません。ただ、自習には起きませんでした。
Yeah, no, You're doing us proud, mate.
Well, let's see. Thank you. I'm just trying to... There we are. Getting in position. Now I can film some more. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I'm rather enjoying this.
500. You're going to be ready for another sleep after this, mate. You've got all the workload. You've got to talk people in. You've got to navigate. You've got to film.
Well, believe it or not, I have... This is flight 1 of 4.
Actually, that's a good view, Tolly. If you do it external from your left wing, yeah, you get everybody taking off. That's great.
Except for my terrain has not quite caught up with me.
Watch out for the hill.
And I might hit something.
that was a touch and go. Nicely recovered.
I actually saw that. Coming, but I thought, you know what? That doesn't look like too bad of an angle.
No, you got out of that nicely. Well judged. It was still challenging, was it, guys?
Yes, it was challenging actually.
Who landed first?
Me, Kid.
Oh, well done, Kid.
Thank you.
Kid.
500.
I can't even see my speed. What the?
Stall. 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 Stall.
You got your display working now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I was landing over to your right-hand side up the hill more. But that's fine. That's fine. No worries. Kid got in okay. You got in okay. Yeah, worked out well. And you're set up for the takeoff, which you're just about to float off there. Yeah, I always park across the hill, so quite often.
Yeah, I meant. Okay, well I'm sliding anyway. Might as well just go.
Yeah, take off. You'll float off there. Yeah. Are there still other people coming in?
Yes, Silas
Well,
and jump.
Well, you get another shot at it, Tolly.
Oh no, I'll just stay in the air because everyone else is almost everybody else is already in the air. It's good.
Yeah. So what you do is you overfly, probably because you're descending down to the strip all the way. So the best way is to overfly probably about half a mile, turn around, and I normally fly on the right-hand side of the township near the mountain coming back down. Then I sort of do a left-hand sort of cross the town onto the runway. So I'm sort of traversing down towards the bottom. Are you okay there, Tolly?
Yeah.
Beautiful. But as Howsey said, it looks easy, but in fact it's very tricky. And the getting out can also be tricky, believe it or not.
Yeah, because the intent is for us to land uphill.
Yeah, so overfly. Yeah, so you overfly and come back on 2-7. And little hint
フリーズ
here,
が頻発
aim
し
for
たの
about
で、
halfway
ここ
up
ま
the
でとし
runway.
ました。
Because
来週も似たようなのがあります。
We do have some successful downhill landers.